Can you control OBS Studio using only your voice? Yes. Can you control your whole computer using only your voice? Also yes, but we're gonna stick to OBS Studio for now. This is in reference to the video posted right before this one where I basically changed scenes using only my voice. Game. Just like that. But in that video, I felt bad for not actually showing the voice control part, mostly because I made a mistake and I didn't want to edit that out. But anyways, today I'm going to show you how to use Streamer.bot in order to control OBS Studio using only your voice. Full. Here we are in Streamer.bot, and this tutorial basically assumes that you know how to use Streamer.bot, you know how to make basic actions, that you have Streamer.bot connected to your OBS already. So in the example of switching scenes, you can see I have 4 actions for each scenes, and I basically have them move around those sources to create those scenes, right? But then as a trigger, I have core voice control command, which you can right click, core voice control command. And then from there, you can create a command or choose a command that you previously created to trigger that action. Now, if we go to the voice control tab, also if your Streamer.bot doesn't look like that, it's because I tend to turn things off just to make my tutorials look less intimidating. People tend to say, oh my God, Streamer.bot is so complicated. It's like, in this tutorial, we're gonna use 2 tabs, action and voice control. That's it. Now, under voice control, what you wanna do is go to settings to set it up. First thing you want is to have the right microphone. You can see I have God knows how many sources, but I have the right one selected right now. Second thing you want to turn on is auto start listening. Basically, you can tell it when to stop listening to you. So if I say start, for example, it's not gonna go to the starting soon screen. If I go game or full, but if I click on start listening and I say something like game, then it switches. But let me peek through you. Hi. Last but not least, the confidence threshold. Now, I believe this is where a lot of people struggle, especially people with heavy accents. I've heard so many people say, Streamer.bot doesn't recognize my accent, or Streamer.bot struggles to figure out what I'm saying. And I have an accent and it's been working fine. That is because I put the confidence threshold to 0. Basically, when it hears a word or a string of words, it has a certain percentage of how confident it is that you said that, right? If I say the words like full, game, or start, it's not completely sure. It's never 100% sure that I'm saying that. So usually you would set the confidence threshold to something like maybe 50%, because usually it allows it to not mistake words for other words. Now in my particular case, you'll notice that I'm saying game, I'm saying start, I'm saying BRB, and it's not switching scenes because I set it in a way that it will actually not trigger anything if those words are within a sentence. For example, if I'm saying, oh, I'm playing the video game to the full capacity, it's not gonna do that. But if I stop and I go full, then it switches. All right, how does it do that? How does it do that? Oh, also right now on Streamer.bot, English is the only language for now. So now let's go to the command tab. It's right there. And here you can see your previously made commands, and you can also right click and add a new command. Name of the command is what's going to be showing here. I'm gonna call this blue. We're doing something random. We'll create something to match it. And then the command is the word that it's supposed to be looking for. So let's put that the same. So now you have location. You also wanna make sure it's enabled. Now you have location. Location is where should it listen for the word. Where should it find the word? And location exact is what I love to use because it's like, okay, if I only say this word, then activate this command. Basically, that's I'm calling out the command right now, talking with my hands. You can't see my face, but you see my hands. And then your options, you have start. Basically, if you start a sentence by saying this, and then there's anywhere in the middle of a sentence, if you say that word, still trigger that command, which I would not use because yeah, guarantee it's going to be triggered accidentally, unless that's the joke. You can actually use that to your advantage as some sort of inside joke. If your chat tells you, hey, you say that word a lot, you can make a little pop-up every time you say the word. Anyway, that's pretty much it. We created a command. Now we can associate this command with an action. Well, we can use that command as a trigger for an action. I'm gonna create a new action here. I'm gonna right click, click add. I'm gonna call this blue filter. right? And what it's going to do is, let me go here. I'm gonna go in OBS, hi again. I'm gonna add a new source, which will be a color source. I'm gonna name it blue color source, click OK, and we're gonna pick the color blue. I clicked. I'm sorry, I go fast because I'm used to this and this is like OBS 101, but select color and then blue. I got complaints for going too fast and people not seeing what I click on. I'm trying my best, man. And boom. Congrats, you have a blue color source on top of everything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click on it. That's the source that I just created. It's called blue color source. And I'm going to go to blending mode and play around with that. Maybe screen. Yeah, let's say that's a blue filter. Now let's get back to StreamerBot and let's create an action that turns it on for a couple seconds and then turns it off. Then we can use our voice to trigger that. So it's just a blue color source. So under sub actions, I'm going to right click, go to OBS, go all the way down to sources, and then click set source visibility state. That's how you turn on or turn off a source. It's gonna tell you, hey, which scene? We only have one scene in this particular instance, and it's called start. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's gonna ask us which source. This is where we're gonna find our blue source, blue color source right there. And we're gonna set the state to visible, okay? Let's click OK. It's gonna appear here. We're gonna right click, go to core, click delay to add a delay, basically the wait function. We're gonna tell it, hey, wait 2 seconds, which is 2000 milliseconds here. Click OK. And then instead of going back in OBS, sources, and source visible, we're just gonna duplicate this one. I'm gonna right click on it and I'm gonna go to duplicate sub action. It's basically gonna duplicate it and put it at the bottom right there. So now I can double click since the settings are basically the same. I'm just gonna set the state to hidden, just like that. And that's it. We created an action that will turn this thing on and then turn it off after 2 seconds. Now what we need is to set a trigger for it. I'm gonna right click under triggers. I'm gonna go to core. I'm gonna find voice control and I'm gonna click on command. From there, you can see that we could have created our command here, which is what I usually do. But since we already created it, we're gonna click on the drop down and find our command, which is called blue. I'm gonna click OK. And now it's currently turned on, right? The first thing it's gonna do is turn it on, so it's already on. So I'm gonna turn it off and we're gonna try it. So I turned it off. Now I just need to shut up and then say the word. I want you to also pay attention to the little eye here because you're gonna see it basically being triggered. So, blue. That simple. That simple. Now, of course, we're doing something that seems pointless. It's, oh, blue filter, wow, that sucks. How do you do something cool? Well, every single thing that StreamerBot can do can be voice controlled. Just like I demonstrated that you can switch the scenes, you can probably change colors on your overlays, you can probably trigger a timer, you can open up websites. And that's where StreamerBot is more than just like OBS control stuff, is that you can do a bunch of stuff with your PC. You can press keys on your keyboard through StreamerBot just using your voice. I mean, you can straight up execute code in StreamerBot, not to mention all of the integration that StreamerBot has. For example, Lumia Stream, which means you can control your lights. You can control like dynamic overlays. Elgato, for example, wavelength, you can control your camera, your prompter, your microphone. Although maybe don't mute your microphone on like the Wave XLR, because if that's what you need to do voice commands, it's gonna be a little complicated. On Twitch, you can run ads, create clips. That's very, very important. You can create clips on Twitch. You can also set a stream marker with just one command. All you have to do is stack them in the sub actions. For example, right now, you can see on the right here, I have vertical, which basically allows me to have a vertical version of my stream, right? This isn't my main setup, but on my main setup, I have it so that when I press one button, it clips the replay buffer. So I have it landscape, and it also does a clip on ADAM vertical. Automatic shoutouts. I mean, in this case, they wouldn't be automatic because you would have to trigger them with your voice, and you can have it set up so that you say one word or you say a couple words. It doesn't have to be one word, by the way. My advice, or what I'm thinking in theory, to have a full system controlled by your voice is to have like, to call StreamerBot a certain word. I wouldn't choose StreamerBot because StreamerBot, I don't think it's something that it can easily detect, but give it a name like Alan, like Alan, take a clip. Boom, you have your clips. Alan, shout out. And then boom, it automatically shouts out the person who rated you. Like the last person who rated you, it will shout them out, like literally. As you can see here, it can create a poll. And this is just Twitch, right? But since you can do keyboard press by going to Core, System, Keyboard Press, you'll be able to trigger keyboard shortcuts for any software. I just realized that you couldn't see the whole ADAM vertical thing. There it is. I'm trying to zoom in so that people can see a little bit better. I know the whole automatic follow thing. I'm not using that now, maybe in the future. But yeah, there it is. It's inside of my OBS. That's what it looks like. So yeah, you can trigger keyboard shortcuts for other software, for your games also. Could you play a video game by just using voice commands? Maybe, possible, as long as it doesn't ask you to like hold stuff for a limited amount of, and even then, you can probably set that up. That's a silly example, but for example, in Photoshop, if you want to turn an image black and white, the keyboard shortcut is Control-Shift-U. And you know, it's 3 buttons. No one wants to press 3 buttons. Here's how quickly you can set up that action. So right click, add BW, boom. I'm gonna right click, Core, System, Keyboard Press, Control, Shift, find U, boom, boom, right click under triggers, go Core, Voice Control, Command, Create Voice Command, BW, and I wanted to listen to the word desaturate. Click OK, and we're done. Desaturate. Just like that. Just like that. Another one that's super annoying is Control-Alt-Shift-S in order to save for the web. That could make your life much easier, kind of. Anyways, as usual, this is just an example. I'm just trying to give you the tools so that you get to be creative with them. But this was one of the many ways that you can use StreamerBot voice control. Follow me on Twitch. Bye-bye.